The mosquitoes. All right, so this is just a quick impromptu video. I want to do an auction for James over at Junkyard Fox. If you're not familiar, Junkyard Fox is a fellow channel, much more successful channel, and he primarily does adventures, I would say. And so if you're not up to date on his current situation, I'm going to put a link to that right here or right there, whichever one it comes to. But long story short, some glass fell at his work, cut his wrist, severed some nerves, and he's basically lost feeling in the hand and is getting the runaround with insurance and can't really work, but maybe can't really do his adventures on YouTube to make money. And I want to do a little bit to help him out. So, we're not going to raise probably enough to change the world here, but hopefully we can do something. And so we're going to auction off this special edition Exodus Knife and Tool Brick Craft. This is my knife brand here. And so this is one of the first 50. It's going to be really hard to show with the focus and everything like that, but this yellow Cerakote has little sparkles in it. Obviously, we have my brick scales from Chroma. That texture is real. That's not just optical illusion or something like that. And we have a red Kydex sheath with these splotches on it. Now, only these knives were wildly popular at Blade Show. I mean, I had it in the awards booth for Collab of the Year, and people were like running from the display to my table to try and buy them, and they sold like that. And so only the first 50 will have those sparkles, and only 2 had this Kydex on them. And I do actually have one more left that stayed in a box that got lost at the show that came home with me. But anyways, so what I want to do is I want to do a silent auction. It will be an open auction. It will end Saturday, June the 22nd at noon Central Time. And what I will do is I will pin a comment in the comment section below of what the current bid is. And then over on Instagram at Exodus Knife and Tool also, I will keep a post updated on this knife of where the auction is. So the reason I'll do it this way, you can comment publicly in the comment section if you want to. However, some people don't feel comfortable doing that. Some people don't feel comfortable publicly throwing around money, whether it's for a good cause or not. So if you want to send me a private message on Instagram, on Facebook, or to my email at thepreppersbunkeroutdoors@gmail.com, you can do that, and I will keep that updated. It will take a little bit of work on my end, especially as we get closer to the end on June 22nd, to make sure at noon the winner is officially the winner, and I don't have like people competing on different platforms in different places. But 100% of the money is going to go to James. I will send it directly to him through PayPal. I will cover the shipping on the knife. I'll throw in a bunch of stickers in there with you. It will have a matching bead that it comes with. And really, I've been in a couple of hard spots where I felt the pressure, and some people helped me out. I sold some things and did auctions of my own, and was somewhat successful. And I know that getting a little bit of a helping hand sometimes, especially when you're injured, can be a big deal. So that is the situation. That is the auction. I want to talk a little bit about the situation and a little bit of my experience really quick to help anybody who might get injured or might need to know something about this. So James is getting the runaround from his insurance, and he was talking about just being patient and seeing how things would happen. In my opinion, I'm not a medical expert. I'm not a business expert. Do not do that. So sometimes the squeaky bearing gets the grease, and when I broke this leg, which I guess I'll pull up for you here, all right, broke both of these bones, I have medical insurance through the VA. And I was told that as long as I got a surgery within 3 days, everything would be fine. And so he was scheduling me up to get my surgery immediately because I had to get pulled out of the woods on a stretcher and put into an ambulance, and it was a rough deal. He was scheduling me my surgery. I said, hold up, I've got VA. Let me contact them and do it through them and make sure all of this is on the up and up. I just wanted everything to go smoothly and to be done the right way. Well, my primary care provider wasn't in and didn't even read the emails or the notes that the nurses put in for like 4 days, okay? And so I called every single day. I stayed on top of the VA. Nobody in the entire government could do anything that needed to be done with my surgery because it all had to go through my primary care provider. So if he was out of the office or on vacation, nobody in the whole world could help me because it all had to go through him. It's how ignorant this universal, stupid healthcare, stupid all this crap that we have is. So I could have gotten the surgery and fought with the VA to get that paid for afterwards. Instead, I had to wait like almost a month to get a surgery. My foot swole up to about this big. The foot popped out of socket and was held out of socket for weeks. And now I have tendon damage and I'll have difficulties for the rest of my life with cardio. My quality of life across the board will be affected. I had bad experiences also with nerves and tendons and things like that with this cut, which was much more recent. Guys, hear me out. When I was in the military, we were in this meeting with the captain, and Hill, a friend of mine, a black guy, was sitting in the meeting not paying attention, was told to pay attention multiple times, and then ended up being like, F this is bull crap, F you, F everything, and walked out. And I was like, I was just blown away, straight to this captain. Nothing ever happened. Not a doggone thing. Now, that's not how this always works, but I see people being incredibly difficult and demanding to get what they want and fighting for it until they get it. A lot of times, the type of person that does this is used to getting what they want, okay? And I tend to, believe it or not, be on the opposite end of the spectrum there. But when it comes to an injury, guys, don't let any doctors or medical system walk on you, because even if you're left with a $30,000 bill, it's better to flip them the bird and pay them $1 a month or whatever else, or ruin your credit score but get fixed in a good timeline, than to be injured for the rest of your life. Because if you go easy on them, they will take advantage of you just so that they can go play golf, which is a real experience that I've had. Or anything else, any minor inconvenience. The system is just, well, we won't get into a bunch of stuff. Guys, when it comes to your health, when it comes to being injured, don't make their lives easy. If you need to raise all kinds of hell to get the medical system to fix you right away, if you need to lose some sleep, if you need to be out there all night, if you need to refuse to leave, like, get taken care of. So, and I'm saying this especially because in James's situation, he was saying the longer that he has to wait for this nerve repair, the harder it'll be, or the less likely it will be to be successful. He could never regain any feeling, or he could only regain partial feeling, but there's a timeline here. Don't let the insurance screw you around. Like, don't, and I'm not saying this to James, he's already there. To you, the viewer, this is such a hard spot. So when I broke this leg, okay, no money. I sold all kinds of stuff to you guys, knives, sold my dark timber grizzly with custom sheath combo, sold all this stuff. Much of it I sold way, way too cheap. All right, I couldn't walk. I couldn't get out of bed for like 4 months. Then I couldn't afford to fill up my propane tank. So as soon as I could start walking, I got crutches and tried to get my wheelbarrow, because my truck was also broken, out with a chainsaw in it. And I was cutting down all the trees around this property, taking all day to do it, in so much pain and going so slow, and filling up a wheelbarrow and trying to pull it to keep the house warm. Luckily, I didn't have kids. All of this could be avoided if at first he signed me up for the surgery immediately, and I would have been like, okay, I'll deal with it on the VA on the backside, or hell, I'll pay for it my freaking self. I don't care how much it costs. It would have still saved me money in the long run. Guys, don't let yourselves be jerked around. So this knife, I'll have more pictures of it on Instagram. The Prepper's Bunker Outdoors at gmail.com. The comment section below. Instagram at Exodus Knife and Tool is the brand. Publicly, privately, whatever you want to do. And it's all going to go to him, and I can only pray that it will at least help by degree. Guys, go to his channel, likes, comments, subscribes. He actually makes some money on YouTube, according to his video, but he gets way more views, has way more subscribers than I do, probably because I have to go on rants and tangents like I've done in this video. But it's not reliable. I make nothing basically on YouTube. I make not enough money on YouTube to even pay for the time that it takes me to make the videos, not even considering the editing, but he does. So check him out, give him some love. Guys, if you want an ultra limited edition made in the USA S35VN knife with a no questions asked lifetime warranty, and you want to help the channel, consider the auction. But you know, there's a lot of guys out there to help them. Scab's done videos. I'm sure a lot of other people have as well. Hit it up. Hit it up. Help a guy out. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'll talk to you there, and I hope that you have a blessed day.